So it finished Nottingham Forest 1, West Ham United 0. 2 matches played, 2 defeats, no goals scored, 3 conceded. On the face of it, very, very disappointing, it has to be said. We are 19th out of the 20 Premier League teams. Manchester United are below us, but I don't take any solace from that fact. But I do take a bit of solace from the performance was markedly better from the Manchester City game, although I accept that in my perspective, my point of view, that the Manchester City game was very, very poor, so the only way was up really. But we created multiple opportunities to score. Saeed Benrahma with a shot that was saved by Henderson. The resulting parry of the ball, half of the ball goes into the path of Thomas Souček. Harry Toffolo does very well to scramble it clear. I think that the Thomas Souček of 18 months ago very probably buries it, but there was other opportunities as well. There was the goal that was disallowed that Benrahma scored, who I have to say I thought was absolutely sensational today. I think the goal was correctly disallowed in my opinion, but I've heard people argue the other way, and I guess it's pays your money, takes your choice. It's an opinion at the end of the day, and the only one that matters ultimately is the referee on the pitch. And obviously when you saw him go over to the VAR, you kind of knew what was coming next. So that was that, and we had in the second half, we ended the first half with a very disappointing goal, it has to be said. I'm not going to attach too much blame in the path of Ben Johnson. I think he has to take responsibility. He's a Premier League defender. Yes, he's a fullback being played at centre-back. Yes, he's a young player, and you have to give him a little bit of mitigation for that. But at the same time, I think he could and should have done better. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's, you know, on another day he hits it against the player and it goes out for a goal kick, but didn't happen on this particular occasion. When the luck's against you, the luck's against you, and that's where we are at the minute. We go into the second half. We had 2 opportunities that hit the woodwork. One of the times that we hit the woodwork, the resulting rebound, Thomas Souček couldn't quite get his body position probably to where he wanted to, and Dean Henderson made a save from the resulting header. Again, I think that the Thomas Souček of 18 months ago does better. And then we come to the penalty, and I've never been a fan of Declan Rice on penalties, I have to be honest. He's now got a record of scoring 1 in 3, a 33% conversion rate. Personally, I think going forwards, Declan Rice needs to be taken off of penalty detail. That's, again, just my opinion. Who you put on? Well, you've got a couple of candidates: Aaron Cresswell, Saeed Benrahma, Thomas Souček, maybe Jared Bowen, Manuel Lanzini. They're the standout candidates for me, but it's David Moyes' decision to make, not Declan Rice's. That's really important for that to be so. But he took the penalty. Dean Henderson saved it. Obviously, I'm aware that Dean Henderson would have been at various times training with Declan Rice for the England squad, and I'm told that apparently Jesse Lingard was giving Henderson instruction on where Declan was going to put it. And like I say, even the penalty that Declan scored against Sheffield United, 2 seasons ago now, I don't remember it being a sort of penalty that you looked at like when Dixie or Ray Stewart used to smash him in, you know, emphatically put away. Even the one he scored wasn't of that nature. And then obviously he had one saved against West Brom away in the Hawthorns back end of 2 seasons ago by Sam Johnston. And then obviously the one today, it doesn't look good. It's not a good penalty in my opinion. But on another day we at least get a draw out of that game, minimum, and it's just better technique in front of goal, slice of luck, whatever it is. That was the difference, and that might seem like I'm making excuses, but that's a fact. If we manage to to do a little bit better in front of goal, then we get at least one goal, we get at least a point, and not the defeat that we ultimately got. We need to sit down, we need to analyse the game, we need to look at what improvements we need to make, we need to maximise our strengths and minimise our weaknesses. It's real simple. We've got obviously the Europa League game coming up against Viborg, and to be honest with you, we should, that really should be a gimme. But then having said that, I remember Astragugu, so who knows. And then following on from that, we've obviously got Brighton at home, which we know is going to be tough because they are a tough nut to crack. They're a very good team, and they're a team we don't have a particularly good record against of recent years. So we need to somehow need to try and sort of galvanise the spirit in the squad. One criticism I will make of David Moyes, well, maybe a couple, is I think that the starting 11 was sadly what I expected. It was entirely predictable in the main. I would have liked to have seen one of either Cornet or Scamacca starting as an absolute minimum. And I think that the substitution of Cornet came really too late in the game for him to really affect it in a positive manner. I think he needed to be on the pitch probably a bit earlier than that. A lot earlier than that, if I'm being honest. But there you go. That's just my opinion as someone that was in the stands on that particular match. And the one thing I will say, one positive, is I took my daughter up to Nottingham with me. That was her first Premier League away game, watching West Ham. She thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The result obviously wasn't what we wanted, but we got to wipe our mouths, go again. No one's gonna feel sorry for us, and we need to lick our wounds. We need to go again, because we need the points. If you look at our next 5 matches, there's really no fixtures you're looking at and identifying and saying, well, that should really be 3 points quite handily. They're tough games, like I say. Brighton, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Tottenham, they're tough nuts to crack, and we need to regain our focus. We need to regain our composure, and we need to get back to basics. We need to get back to doing what we're good at: counter-attacking football, being clinical in front of goal, and keeping it tight at the back. And it's up to David Moyes to find a winning formula as to how to do it.